There are certain designs that make you immediately think of Digimon. One of them is Agumon. How well do you think you know Agumon, or better yet, how many Agumon do you know? Agumon has been one of the main Digimon characters for many seasons. Hunger and stubbornness is something every Agumon has in common, no matter if it comes to day-to-day activities or fighting. Since not every Agumon has the same way of growing up, Agumon, being a child-level Digimon, usually starts with deficient strength, but the recklessness and fierce disposition make him stand up to opponents even in the wilder parts of the digital world. There are several types of Agumon, but each of them has a reason for existing. The original Agumon is a reptile Digimon, resembling a small dinosaur, most specifically Tyrannosaurus rex. Like most heroic Digimon, Agumon has the vaccine attribute and belongs to the Dragon's Roar, Virus Busters, Nature Spirits, Nightmare Soldiers, and Metal Empire fields. Not only does Agumon have sharp claws, but his special attack, Baby Flame, spits flames at the opponent from his mouth. Agumon took on some of the traits of his human partner Taichi, like a go-getter personality and impulsively going into battle, mostly to protect Taichi. Otherwise, Agumon is pretty laid back and cheerful, easily connecting with other humans besides his partner, always in the mood to make friends. This Agumon has various types like Agumon 2006, who follows the same design with a few differences here and there, including a red leather belt wrapped around his arms. It is also speculated that his evolution line may be different from the conventional Agumon evolution. Even though this Digimon is weak because of his evolution level, like Agumon he has sharp and hard claws that make him effective in battles. He belongs to the Dragon's Roar, Virus Busters and Nature Spirits fields. The special attack is exhaling flames from the mouth and attacking the enemy, Baby Flame.
Baby Flame!
Also, Baby Burner that collects Baby Flame in the mouth and then spits it out all at once is also outstanding.
Baby Bana!
This Agumon was also the only child-level Digimon able to achieve Burst Mode, which is considered a power that exceeds the ultimate level. Unlike the heroic Virus Buster Agumon, his black variant, simply called Agumon Black, has awakened to his wild instinct by evolving into a virus species. He has a ferocious personality and knows no fear, and his sharpness when hunting for prey is not inferior to that of the vaccine species Agumon. The special attack is exhaling flames from the mouth and attacking the enemy called Baby Flame. Black Agumon also has a version with the leather belts on his arms. There is another variant of Agumon that lives in the snow fields called Yuki Agumon. This Agumon adopted his hue so as not to stand out in the frosty habitat. Like Agumon, Yuki Agumon usually acts naughty, always roaring like a child when it snows. No wonder that the word Yuki in his name means snow in Japanese. Since the body color is the same as snow, he can approach and attack the enemy in battle without getting caught. Yuki Agumon belongs to the Deep Savers and Nature Spirits fields, and like most Agumon has the vaccine attribute. The special attack is spitting a small snowstorm from the mouth called Little Blizzard. Other attacks include Snow Claw, Ice Chomp, and White Hail. This Agumon also has a variant with the now well-known leather belts, but other than the Nature Spirits, this Yuki Agumon belongs to the Dragon's Roar field. Alongside the same attacks of his beltless variant, he also has an attack called Baby Breath. Agumon Hakase is a genius vaccine attribute Agumon with a PhD in Digital Monster Studies from Digital World University. The badge on his chest is a proof of his PhD. The title was created by Agumon Hakase himself, but it is certain that he is familiar with the types and ecology of Digimon. His assistant, a variant of Terriermon called Terriermon Assistant, is enthusiastic about studying to support Agumon Hakase. The Hakase in the name is the Japanese word for doctor or professor. His special attacks are Professor Hat, which he uses to charm himself into being wiser, and Professor Rod that he uses to persuade the opponent. Other attacks include Baby Flame and Sharp Claw. And then there's Bushi Agumon, a nomadic super sword fighter. The Bushi in the name is the Japanese word for warrior, often used to refer to samurai. Like Agumon Hakase, Bushi Agumon also gave himself his title. The family crest on his chest is a proof of being a super sword fighter. His sword technique is certainly top-notch, but the meaning of super sword fighter is questionable. This dinosaur-type Digimon has the vaccine attribute and belongs to the Virus Busters field. His special attacks are super low speed horizontal slash and super high speed horizontal slash. He seems to be good at slow and fast attacks. These Agumon mostly came to be because of the circumstances of their childhood. For example, Agumon Hakase became Hakase because he was very curious and smart and continued to do more research and study. Yuki Agumon, on the other hand, obviously evolved to adapt to the cold and snowy landscape. Two of the above-mentioned Agumon variants have X-antibody forms. When regular Agumon acquires an X-antibody form, unique blue lines appear on his body, making him look more like Greymon's design. Also, the qualities of evolving into a particularly excellent Greymon are improved. Agumon X is not a reptile but a dinosaur type, which is perhaps a reflection of his newfound ferocity and belongs to the nature spirits and Metal Empire fields. The claws have been sharpened to further increase their killing power. Also, a result of increased ferociousness, he can now pull them out more strongly and release an attack called Baby Burner that collects a single baby flame in the mouth and then spits it out at once. Agumon Black, like the regular Agumon, has an X-antibody variant. More ferocious than before, he appears to be on a rampage while hunting. Like Agumon X, he became a ferocious Digimon due to the influence of X-antibody. The ferocious hunting of Agumon, who follows his wild instincts and surrenders himself to a high attack power, is a terrifying sight to behold. The special attack is BB Burner, which releases the flame in the mouth at once. There are also some unique forms of Agumon like Toei Agumon, one of the most diverse Agumon variants, a special Digimon whose entire body is made of Lego bricks. It is said that this cute Digimon was made by a child playing on the internet by imitating the figure of Agumon. Toei Agumon belongs to the Metal Empire field and is a puppet-type Digimon that has the vaccine attribute. With a kind, child-loving character, unlike the confident Agumon, Toei Agumon has a timid side, and when surprised, the blocks of his body fall apart. He has a heart of justice that cannot overlook bad things. He also loves children very much and enjoys communicating with them online. His special move is Toei Flame, which shoots a pretty powerful toy missile in the shape of a flame. Other attacks include Fancy Star, Block Punch, and Mullion Punch. Toei Agumon has a black variant, Toei Agumon Dyed Black. It was struck by a computer virus online and became a toy that bullies children. This is another virus attribute Digimon that belongs to the Metal Empire field. His special attack is launching a flame-shaped mini-missile Toei Flame. Other attacks include Mullion Punch and Fancy Star. Clear Agumon is a variant of Toei Agumon made entirely of transparent Lego blocks. This is a very rare Digimon and it is said that he was made by a child just like Toei Agumon but is difficult to find. This child-level Digimon has the vaccine attribute and belongs to the Metal Empire field. Like Toei Agumon, he is timid but has a heart of justice that cannot be overlooked. The special attacks are Precious Flare, which spits out toy flames, and Dream Missile, which also launches flame toy missiles from the mouth. Other attacks include Wonder Illumina. Nisei Agumon Hakase is a virus-type genius with a PhD in Digital Monster Studies from Digital World University. It is said that his title was plagiarized from Agumon Hakase. Even Nisei in his name means fake in Japanese. He is not as familiar with the types and ecology of Digimon as Agumon Hakase and is willing to spread false information. His rivalry with Agumon Hakase is very real and he has a diligent side that does not lack research ideas to annoy Agumon Hakase. The special attacks are to try to enchant himself with cleverness through his hat, called Fake Professor Hat, and to try to persuade the opponent with his rod, called Fake Professor Rod. He is fake from head to toe. There is also one very rare and very unattractive variant of Agumon, Hitler Agumon, which appeared in the Japanese version of the digital card battle game. Santa Agumon and Dot Agumon are two Agumon variants only available in a game. Although they are with no doubt a subspecies of Agumon, there is not much info about them, so their potential abilities are unknown. All of these Agumon variants are special in their own way, but there is one that stands out more than others. This Agumon variant goes all the way to the ultimate level. Agumon Bond of Courage appears when the deep bond between Agumon and his partner occurs. It is a legendary and final evolution realized at the end of infinite possibilities. The strong courage of the partner becomes a hot flame that blows out from the whole body and appears as a proof of deep trust. The long time spent together has deepened this Digimon's understanding of humans, and the evolved figure also creates a shape close to a humanoid one. This Digimon has the unknown attribute and belongs to the Virus Buster's field. The special attacks are Red Reamer, which burns enemies with a high-density laser of red light emitted from the tip of the claw, Slash Salamander, which pierces with the spear at the tail as a weapon, and the Flame of Courage that harbors with super high heat energy called Gaia Brave that turns into a bullet and releases it. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please consider supporting me on Patreon, the link is in the description below. Stay tuned for more Digimon videos. PS, make sure to follow my community page on YouTube, as I also post updates about upcoming videos there.